Hello, it's still snowing, so I can't get out. I'm going to do a video. People keep asking me, what's your top 10 finds? Well, I can't really do that. I've had hundreds and hundreds. But I'm going to start off with the best thing I ever found in my life. Okay?
Oh, now you miss me in now.
Oh. It's a big bug.
Yes.
You want more?
No, I want
can
a
you do
decent
two?
picture. And you just
Oh, decent picture.
messing me up.
Oh, that fooled you. Okay, on to the metal detecting finds. Now this is one I liked. It's an old gas light fitting. It came from Elizabethan Hall, and they'd obviously put the electric in. But their gas fittings, they were very, very elaborate. Look at this. Beautiful bird, look. Now, I like anything like this, but found this with the Deus, but I tell you what, could have found it with a pointed stick. Oh, you're nice. I like you. Now, staying with birds, we've all found rings, pigeon rings, but mine come complete with bone. Oh dear. Okay, talking of animals, here's some of the little animals I've found. Beautiful little cat. Cast in, I think it'll be pewter. But, hey, the things you find out in the pasture. And an elephant? How about an elephant? Pencil sharpener. Oh my goodness. Surprise, surprise. Going back a bit. Now this is a fish. I think it's a dolphin. And it's a handle off a cooking pot. Now we're going back some now. Can you see its eye there? Look, and its tail. Going back, that is really heavy bronze. Magnificent. Can't really put a date on that. I mean, they had these back in Roman times, but there weren't any Romans around here. Let's say Georgian, Victorian, you know, but unusual. And it was about 50 yards away from my house in the back field. A little horse I thought was silver, but it isn't. But it's a badge for Yorkshire. The stranger things come up. And then this, another elephant. Now this is off an Indian army badge. Not quite sure just which one. But there's quite a few badges turn up out in my pastures. Here, a couple of the badges I've found. I'm just sort of giving you a choice here, you know, odd little bits. Royal Air Force, we're looking here, what, Second World War on that one. But here we've got the Royal Flying Corps. We're talking 1917, First World War. That was gilded at the time, but it's come off, unfortunately. There's a lovely one, look. St. George and the Dragon, Fusiliers. Nice, 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 nice. Now, who are you? It's just a typical army badge, you know, one of these with the Oniswaki, Mali Ponce things around the outside. Ah, nice big badge there. Argyll and Sutherland. I'm inclined to say Highlanders. AS, I think that's auxiliary service, I'm not sure. And a little one here, Deus Gubrath. Highlanders. Alright, so we're obviously Scottish. But again, you can find some nice badges when you're looking. Here's something I like finding. The keyholes. The plates that go on keyholes. This was off a chest. Unfortunately the chest wasn't there. Very windy in the old days, and there's your keyhole, and they had a cover. The cover came down over the keyhole, stopped the draft coming through. And here's another one. But it swings like that. It's got a hole for the end of the key to go through, and it just slid over the hole and draft proofed it. I love it. This is a key, but it's for a beer keg tap key. Now I found plenty of beer keg taps with the tops in, but I've never found one that would actually use this key. It's strange that. Found the keys, found the taps, but never the tap that goes with that key. I'm talking of keys. Well, look, I ask you. Okay, one of my nicer finds. A huge bronze key. Apart from that little bend on the end there where it's bent, it's in absolutely perfect condition. Couldn't believe it. It was coming up with George III coins, rusted to anything, and then this comes out and it's in beautiful condition. Nice one, that. I like things like this. I've just found this. It's in among all my junk, and it's a piece of, well, what? And I turned it over and I scratched it with my fingernail, and it turned out to be silver plated on the other side. Got a fabulous leaf design there, little flowers, a very nicely decorated piece on the other side. But I can't even remember where I found this, never mind what it's for. But all these little surprises, I love them. It's what makes metal detecting brilliant as far as I'm concerned. Now, here's something else I like, whistles. This is the old Acme Thunderer. It's got a P inside, or it did have, and you blow it, the P zooms round and it whistles. But, oh, it's surprised how many different shapes and sizes they come in. That one and that one I actually found together. There must have been some air raid wardens or something up during the war. And this, I understand that this is a bird whistle. I could be wrong on this, but there you go. Anybody know different? Let me know. Talking of beer keg taps, this is a wine keg tap. Miniature. Real miniature little thing. Beautiful bronze. Beautiful condition. You can always tell the caps, they got this little stub on the end that you hit with a hammer and push that tapered bit into the barrel. Ba-boom. But that's not a beer keg tap, it's a wine keg. This was for the old rum. Tiny little tap. Beautiful. Again, one of my favourites. Now and again I get a little disappointment. These are Choral Bells, which they put on the cattle and they go rattle rattle, you know, they're coming. And the big ones went on cart horses. Well, here's my disappointment. This is a Choral Bell. No, it isn't. It's half a Choral Bell. Oh, that would have been fabulous if it had been complete. But Choral Bells that they put on the horses round my way so that you knew they were coming on the roads. Right, here's another one for you. Bull rings. Hole through the nose in the bull, they put this through and then they screw it together at the top, and then they can control the bull. A job I wouldn't have liked to be doing. but they've always got this hinge part. I thought they were carabiners because I was a climber potholer at one time, but no, bull rings. Mostly you get halves because the other half's gone missing. Another little unusual one, nutcrackers. Victorian Nutcrackers. Must have been tiny nuts in those days, but I'm still hoping to get a complete one. But either they're coming in halves, look. But if you see this, they've got the groove bit to hold the nut. You'll know what they are when you find them. Nutcrackers. Show you a few more bits here. These large pieces of bronze, they had me fooled for a long time. You can't get them in one piece. They've been thrown away because they're broke. But they go like that. Look. And there's a screw at one end and there's a screw at the other. And of course they're single. There's three different ones here, they're broke. But they go on the shafts on horses, on the carts, for protection. And seemingly they needed to because they've got broke often enough, look. But if you can get one which is complete all the way across and then it goes to the other end, brilliant. But that's where they're for, shafts. Now, let's have a look. Odds and ends. It's a candle snuffer, hexagonal. It's the trigger guard off a gun. It's a spout off a copper kettle. It's a little dangly bit that dangles down in front of a horse's fringe. And there's lots of them. The little beads. They were, of course, brass when they were done. Buttons. Weird buttons like this. Those things in the middle are oysters. I've got two of them. Two together. But the livery buttons with an oyster, it took me ages till somebody said they are oysters. Thimbles, of course. I get a lot of mill tokens up my way. There were lots and lots of mills, but this is unique. It says number 1 WC 216. It's a toilet key. These are picture hangers. There's a rail that goes round the room about a foot from the ceiling, and you hang that on the rail and you hang your picture on there. It's a picture hanger. It's a buckle. Lion-headed buckle. Which clipped in. Easy peasy. Oh, this little owl goes together. It was a sovereign holder. Yes, indeedy. No sovereigns in it. I look very carefully. This little bit, front of a Bible, a tiny miniature Bible. And it was a metal cover that went on it. Brilliant. A Girl Guide clasp. Strange. A scarf clasp. What you put your scarf through. And there's another one. Nice condition them. Probably late Victorian. And this, yes it is, a man in a top hat. And there's the knife. Tiny little knife blade there. It's all gone now, but it was a pipe tamper. For cutting your tobacco, putting it in your pipe, and then you stamped it in with that. Do. My only regret with this is it isn't in better condition, but hey, nice little novelty. Anyway, there's enough to be going on with for now. See you later. Take care. Bye.